Okay, here's my 4 audience members all over the age of 16. So there I was, on mile 9 of a 10-mile ruck march, the Texas sun beating down on me during a scorching hot mid-August day. The sweat pad of my Kevlar can't absorb any more sweat, so it just keeps running down my face. I've already walked through cricks and up hillsides, and what started off as a 40-pound ruck march has now turned into 80. My feet were in pain. Blisters were starting to form, and my feet were starting to swell up. I just wanted to quit, yet I looked down at my combat boots. After everything I put myself through during this ruck march, they stood and appeared to be in mint condition. How were they so resilient? How could they have handled the beating that I, or life, was putting on them? Much like those combat boots, I derive from the same major components: the heel of the sole, the outer lining, and the laces, each one just as important as the next. Each one needing each other to be a true combat boot. The heel and the sole of the combat boot, or as I call it, the backbone, much like myself, carries the weight of the world. For you see, I have a full-time job. I go to school part-time. I also am a loving father and a husband. I have demands at work, school, and at home that at times seem like they can't be achieved. There's too much to handle. Yet my strength, balance, and determination carry me through. The heel of the sole, or of a combat boot, is where its character, much like myself, stem from. You see, character comes from within. It comes from our triumphs, our defeats, which is where my determination shines. No matter how much peer pressure is put on me, I always keep going. It is those imprints that my character continues to develop from. The outer lining of the cover of the boot. I sometimes refer to it as the first lines of defense. With everything that is asked of me, sometimes I have to allow for things to get in and things to get out. This is my experience, or my wisdom. I am 31 years old, and I served in the United States Army. I served for 7 years, and I deployed twice to Iraq. Through those, I have learned how to let in love and let out the pain. I have observed how to block out what isn't needed, and yet allow for the polish to be absorbed and allow a vibrant appearance. Every day possesses new challenges for my work, school, friends, and family. My outer lining allows me to sustain and to march on. Lastly, we have the laces. They are what allow for us to be uptight or how loose I am. These are my hobbies, my friends, and my family. They are what allow for me to go and relax. They even allow for me to change shoes. Sometimes I put on my bowling shoes and I go out and hit the lanes. Other times I put on my sandals and I kick back and relax. But yet my combat boots are always still there. They're always ready to brace the world for what it has. For you see, it isn't the laces that just tie the boots. It's also what keeps everything together. It is what is needed to keep the whole combat boot intact. Without it, the combat boot wouldn't be able to hold up or keep itself together. As you can see, sometimes my combat boots take a beating. Other times they are allowed to breathe and take in the fresh air. It's just how we use that to better ourselves. Now you see how I handle my combat boots. Do you want to walk that last mile for me? No.
Yay!